We love it. Thanks to the Belen High School cheer squad for kicking us off tonight. An exciting night again across the state. Many key matchups entering week 5 of the season.
Ron, tonight not only celebrates many football teams, but also the homecoming kings and queens.
Always a special time of the year. We have a lot of intriguing matchups, including 2 6A schools taking on opponents from Texas and a competitive Class 5A getting more interesting in the race.
Plus, New Mexico United clinching a playoff spot for the USL Championship. We exclusively sat down with the man of the match and why he believes nothing else matters but securing the #1 overall seed.
Also, UNM hosting Fresno State for homecoming week. We'll hear how Coach Bronco Mendenhall and the team are trying to avoid an 0-4 start.
But first, Ron, we start in the Metro between the West Mesa Mustangs and the Los Lunas Tigers.
Now here, Natalie, both teams looking to grab their 3rd win of the season. We go to Los Lunas. Mustangs looking to bounce back after a loss to Volcano Vista. On the other side, the Tigers coming off a win against El Dorado. They get it on with the Tigers, and Caden Reese finding his man to keep alive this drive. They get inside the 10. Reese finds the fullback Anthony Castillo, and he finds the touchdown in the end zone. Nice play there. But the Mustangs respond immediately. Marcus Ochoa taking the kickoff. Now, why else would we show this, right? You figure it's going to be at least a big play. He turns on the burners, is barely touched, hits the sideline, and then all the way to the end zone. It is a big return for the Mustangs, but the Tigers are too much. Los Lunas is a 54-21 winner.
Now we travel out of state to El Paso, Texas. Cleveland Storm taking on the Pebble Hill Spartans. Spartans striking first here with QB Joe Fernandez, keeping it himself and finding the end zone for the first touchdown of the game and showing us some moves after he's in for 6. You love to see it. But the Storm do answer back. And Ron, speaking of moves, let's just watch these moves that Juan Munoz makes. Breaks a tackle, starts to head upfield for cutting all the way back across. He finds daylight and eventually he finds the end zone to tie this game up. What a run from Munoz, and he hits the handshake, not the dance, but the handshake in the end zone. I think I actually like this one equally as much. Next, it's the Storm back on offense, and this one looks a little easier as Josh Lyles gets a pass and the touchdown. Storm up 14-7, but the Spartans, they won't go down easy. And next, it's Fernandez with all sorts of time to pass. As you can see, going, he still doesn't see anything he likes, keeps it again for the TD. 14-13 Storm. Storm end up taking this one 42-27.
Back to the Metro and Wilson Stadium. La Cueva's Bears taking on the Farmington Scorpions, and the Bears off and running. Cam Dyer to Jaden Parson. Why not? He takes a gang of Scorpions with him along the way. Takes a whole group of them to get him down. The drive continues, and Cheeto Lambrera III, I love that name, Cheeto Lambrera III, he's had a big season, finds a hole, takes this one inside the 5-yard line, and that sets up Dyer to Tanner Montano for the touchdown. Bears take a 7-0 lead there. Farmington looking to answer back, but the Bears defense steps up. Jackson Smith leaping, getting the pick, but he's not going to settle just for that. He takes it the other way for the nice return, and La Cueva wastes no time turning the turnover into points. Dyer with the legs, done deal. La Cueva is a 45-13 winner.
Now we go to Rio Rancho. The Rams hosting the Eastlake Falcons, making the trip from El Paso. Rams looking to bounce back after a loss against Centennial last week. Rio Rancho would start on offense, and if you can believe it, the first drive of this game is 9.5 minutes. QB Micah Tagashi finding success on the ground, and he finds Jace Pitt with a 7-yard pass for the touchdown. Rams go up 7-0. It's Eastlake driving now, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Damian Signs, he was causing all types of problems to the Rams defense. He'll continue to do so. 7-yard rush for the touchdown. The Falcons tie it up. Second quarter now, 7 minutes on the clock, and Takahashi finds Parker Miller for the touchdown. 14-7 Rams. But the Falcons, they march right back down the field. They tied this one up just before the half. And Ron, it was a back and forth affair, but the Rams pull away, and 26-21 was the final.
Close one there. Switching fields to Milne now. The Rio Grande Ravens taking on the Highland Hornets. Ring that bell. Let's play some ball. We begin in the 3rd. Ravens punting. Alex Lopez back to receive, and he breaks a tackle, and hits the sideline, hits the burners, and takes it all the way. Takes it the distance. After missed extra point early, the Hornets add on the 2-point conversion, and on their next possession, it's Lopez with a handoff and gets a wall of blockers. They make it look simple there. And you look at this offense, the run game working really well. As they get to the 10-yard line, sets up David Crispin for the TD score. Hornets up big 36-6. They're going to win this one 42-13.
We move over now to Class 5A.
Yeah, the 4-0 Lovington Wildcats, the top cat in the class. The 2-3 Goddard Rockets looking for an upset here. Lovington's wearing white, just 3.5 minutes in. Why waste time? It's 4th and 2. Matthew Prudencio throwing a strike down the seam to Alex Hogan, and the Wildcats would go up 8-0. Late in the first quarter, Goddard with a 4th and 4 from the 10. They pitch it to Jose Porras, and he gets ahead of steam. You're not going to stop him. Touchdown Rockets, cuts it to 8-6. After a field goal, gives Lovington an 11-6 lead. Wildcats, well, they want more. From the Goddard 27, Prudencio, watch him climb the pocket and throw downfield to Jaden Gutierrez. In stride, touchdown. Lovington 18-6 with 46 seconds left in the half. So under a minute to go. But in the ensuing Goddard possession from the 15-yard line, this is ruled a backwards pass and a fumble. Looked like a forward pass, though. Wildcats chase it down, recover at the pylon for the touchdown. So 2 TDs in a 13-second span puts Lovington up 25-6 at the break. Wildcats win big 46-6.
Staying in 5A, Ron, we head to the Bulldog Bowl. It's homecoming. Love the sign. Artesia's at 2-2, and they're taking on the 4-0 Gadsden Panthers. Watch this play that's coming in the first quarter. Artesia gaining big yards on the screen till the receiver gets inside the 20. He's stripped of the ball, but get this, it's scooped up by his own teammate, Diego Lopez. He runs it in for the score. The ball bounces the Bulldogs' way, and they take a 16-7 lead. But Gadsden would cut it to 16-13 coming up next. Looks to go ahead in the second quarter. Adrian Munoz throws a perfect back shoulder pass to Christopher Orozco for the touchdown. Panthers take a 20-16 lead, but Artesia needs only one play to regain the lead. Isaac Casares throws deep, caught by Trent Eglin. He shakes tacklers, carries it the rest of the way for a 55-yard touchdown. Bulldogs lead 23-20, and they never trail again. Artesia leading 15-28 in a fourth quarter lightning delay.
We now travel to Memorial Stadium, 3-1 Deming hosting 2-1 Roswell. Coyotes go for it on 4th and 18 from the Wildcats 20. Quarterback Jacob Palomino rolls far right. He will throw, but it's incomplete. This was a defensive battle early on, so this is a turnover here on downs. Next, Coyotes possession. They go for it on 4th and 19 this time. Palomino decides to run with it. He's quickly chased out of bounds, so he gets a minimal gain. Neither team in the end zone yet. We go to the second quarter. Coyotes driving. The shotgun snap to Zaya Carrasco. They need a play. He comes up with it, bouncing outside. Roswell breaks the ice, taking a 7-0 lead. We go to the second half. Wildcats now down 21-7. Quarterback Ryan, the quarterback taking it all the way, I should say, for 75 yards, doing it both sides of the field. And the Coyotes take this one 51-20.
Somehow it's our final game of the night. We head to Berlin as the Eagles host the Del Norte Knights. Starting out the first quarter strong on the Eagles' first offensive drive, running back Jasody Harris finds a path along the left side of the field, run the ball 10 yards to score the first touchdown of the game. Next offensive drive, Eagles quarterback Ethan Thomas taking himself, why not, a big run for 40 yards. He'll eventually run out of bounds with the Eagles knocking on the door. Next play, Thomas giving the ball back to Harris, who finds another hole on the left end of the line, breaks through and scores the Eagles' second touchdown of the quarter. Later, it's the Eagles back on offense. Thomas passed the ball to wide receiver Logan Gonzalez, catches that one, runs it 15 yards before being taken down by the Del Norte defensive tackle Nicholas Size. Play after, it's Thomas going under center and showing off that triple option. He'd fake the handoff, would run it into the end zone untouched. Eagles flying high, dancing all night. A winner over Del Norte, 50-0.
They're strutting, huh?